and its name is Bruce Springsteen.
Wow.
And from that point on, the star of Springsteen rose. At that night at Harvard Square Theater, Bruce played a song that had not been played yet, and it was called Born to Run.
How about that?
Yeah.
Wow.
So John Landau, 1968, Brandeis grad. He was a history major, went on to become rock critic and then manager, longtime very successful manager of the extremely Hall of Fame successful Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band. I'd love to meet John Landau sometime. What a story that man is. Hillary Hellman. Boy, it's great to see Hellman come out of that halftime locker room and hit her first shot. She had just 3 points in that opening half, and she spent the large part of the second quarter on the bench with 3 fouls. Inside, Mark Anthony misses the shot, gets her own rebound. She'll put it back up and score it.
Well, you know, we talked about the offensive rebounding of Brandeis and how it really should be showing up in the scoreboard a little bit more than it has, and with that play right there, becomes a little bit more able to see it.
Emily Todd with that floating left-hander that went off the side of the backboard. And fortunately for the Spartans, Brandeis touched it as it came off the backboard. So Case Western Reserve will keep it. Jasmine Floyd has checked in for Emily Todd, and Floyd will get the inbound. Floyd gets a handoff. This is Hellman. She'll shoot another 3. Missed it short. Kane fights for it. Hellman controls. Floyd will shoot it. Missed it long. McConico grabs it, keeps it alive. Hillary another. Third straight 3. Missed. And then Brandeis comes up with a rebound.
Well, you worked hard to stay on the glass, got a couple of good looks, but none of them fell.
Back inside to Mark Anthony. You know what's significant about those 3 offensive rebounds is the Spartans in that opening half, Eddie, had one offensive rebound the entire half.
Mm-hmm. Gonna need a few more of those.
And Brandeis has come out of the gates red hot in the second half.
Well, and you see that they are going towards the paint. You know, the jump shots not quite falling, and they still haven't quite gotten into that rhythm just yet, but it's a mad dash for the paint on the part of the Brandeis judges, and they're getting what they want inside, and it has resulted in this little mini run here.
Brandeis is on a 6-3 run to start this second half. Spartans are up 3 going into the break, and Hellman hit a 3 to give them 40 coming out of that break. But actually, I guess when you think of it, it's a 6-0 run because Hellman hit the first shot coming out of the locker room.
That's right.
And then Brandeis has scored 6 straight. They'll look for their 7th point at the free throw line coming out of this timeout. Noelle Hodges will come out of that Brandeis huddle, and she'll go to the foul line. She'll shoot 1 free throw. She's got 5 points, looking for her 6th at the foul line. This is Hodges, the 5'9" senior guard, one of the co-captains on this basketball team. Her and Ava Hart are the senior leaders. And Alexis Ambergy is going to pick up a foul. Alexis trying to move out the 5'11" Hannah Nicholson. Was successful at moving her out, but she fouled her in the process.
Spartans are going to be running out of post options with fouls because if I'm not mistaken, I do believe that is the 3rd on Ambergy as well. So just running out of bodies that are able to guard the paint because that's where all the action is going.
Hart to the basket. Hellman fought for the rebound and won. This is Floyd. Back to Hillary. Giving her space. She'll shoot it and make it.
So that's a good sign. That's a good sign when you've got your sniper doing what she does best, and you got 6 early points in less than 3 minutes to go. Start of the 3rd quarter. That's a good sign.
Nicholson. That's too easy.
Yeah, too many points in the paint. I mean, the free throw line has not been kind to either team, but the shots within 5 feet or less, they have been very kind, especially to Brandeis.
McConico with gone solo on her. Kendall will drive, draw the defense, threw it to Hellman. It went off Hillary's hands. Don't believe Hillary was expecting the pass. Emma Hawk's going to check in, and McCain will check out.
Yeah. Or at the very least, I think Hellman was expecting the pass a little bit closer to the rim. But that pass was just a little too far behind her. She got a long wingspan to go grab those passes, but not long enough.
Hart with the ball, now it's gone solo. Over to Hodges, she'll shoot it. Noel just inside the three-point line. She missed it, and Hellman went and grabbed the rebound. Spartans up 1.
That's her 9th rebound, so Hillary has been all over the boards.
Ambergy did not connect. Hart the other way. To Gonzalo, double teamed. Found a cutter to the basket, shot went. Hodges will shoot the free throw.
We're going to get a really great angle at this right here, I think. There's the trap down low. Does a good job to get rid of it. Now she's in the restricted area, so there's a foul right there.
Another miss from the foul line, and the judges can't chase it down. In that first half from the free throw line, the judges were 5 of 14. So far in the second half, Eddie, they're 0 for 2. So 5 of 16 from the foul line tonight.
And you want to continue to foul them for that very reason. The problem is too many players have 3 fouls, so you're going to run out of trips down to the side of the floor. You won't be able to do that anymore.
Whistle inside, foul will go against the judges. Foul's on Ava Hart. Todd with a ball fake. McConico now on the block, working against Gonzalo. Shot was knocked out of bounds, or the basketball was knocked out of bounds. Katie Gonzalo playing good defense inside. She leads this team with 20 steals. 5'10" guard, she'll check out.
And I like the fact that the Spartans went to Kendall on the block that time, because if you put your best creator down there, that should hopefully open up things for the shooters, and you bring Todd on the floor. That's another shooter, and she needs space, and Kendall can create it for her.
Whistles on the dribble. Foul will go against Jillian Petrie. She was guarding McConico as Kendall dribbled across the lane. Second foul on Petrie. Hellman comes off a low block screen, gets the ball, sends it to McConico. Plenty of time to shoot. 20 seconds on the shot clock. That was Hawk who had position inside on Nicholson, and Hannah reached around and fouled her. Second foul on Nicholson. Joel Mark Anthony will check back in. Mark Anthony will check in with 5 points. Nicholson checks out with 4. Off a screen, whistle away from the ball on the inbound. Fouls on Petrie. This game has come to a grinding halt.
Yeah, it certainly has.
So Petrie with 3 fouls, she'll check out. Amber Graves is in. I've got Graves with 2 fouls. She's a 6'1" center. Floyd looking for a teammate and didn't find one.
Yep, too much time right there. I mean, that's a veteran, experienced defense with the right know-how, coming out of the out-of-bounds play, being able to draw up a good defensive solution to force that 5-second violation on Case's part.
Mark Anthony with the rebound. She'll shoot 2 free throws.
But really, Ron, that's the best case scenario for the Spartans right now, and especially
since a guard committed the foul.
Right.
Floyd.
Exactly. So, you know, she's not going to be in foul trouble anytime soon. So considering that both the Spartans and the judges really have shot below 40% from the stripe today, that could not have worked out any better. And you see the result on the first freebie try.
Mark Anthony 2 of 4 from the foul line. She's got 6 total points. Judges have taken the lead back. Fouls on Hawk, that's her third.
And eventually these missed opportunities on the Spartans' part offensively, I think are going to catch up with them. It doesn't really reflect in the scoreboard just yet, just being -2, but if those don't go away, it will result in a little run.
Casanueva, Hellman with good defense. Inside to Mark Anthony, good ball movement. That's Hart with a shot. She had the open look and missed it. Emily Todd will bring it up.
Yeah, and the way that those shots have been going, as you see Brandeis committing the foul right there, you will give them the outside shot every opportunity that you can, because the shooting has not been good on either team.
Coach Reimer talking to her bench. She has played a lot of players tonight, has had to. Both coaches have had to play lots of players, lots of fouls in this basketball game. Kane's going to check back in. Gonzalo back in. Those are 2 big free throws from a bench player. Megan Shanoski has 10 points.
Yeah, and really what a difference, you know, just having 2 extra players in the rotation can make. When you're rotating 7, you're going to be spent, but if you're rotating 9, that really makes a difference.
High arcing 3, missed, and here comes McConaughey with it. Kendall at half court with a hesitation dribble. Finds Hellman. Hillary will shoot it. Hellman not able to find her shot tonight. This is Casanueva with the basketball.
And the other thing too, Ron, is that Hellman, yes, she has not been able to find her shot, but she still has 3 3-pointers. So for most players in this league, I think they would take that 9 times out of 10. But to say that she hasn't found her shot, it's like, what can she do when she does find her shot?
Gonzalo looking for a teammate, finds it in Graves. This is Casanueva. The freshman with another 3. That's her third 3. She's got 11. 11 points tonight for Camila Casanueva.
And those are high arcing shots. I mean, you're pretty lucky that this is a bigger gym than at the Horaceburg Gymnasium. Might not be a lot of room for that arc of hers, right?
Todd in trouble. And Emily loses the basketball. Coach Reimer, the former college point guard, frustrated. She goes down to sit by the young lady who should be starting at point guard, the one who's in a walking boot with a foot fracture. Alicia Marie Gonzalez out for the season. Shanoski and Gonzalo, and the ball will go Spartan way. If you're just tuning in, gold and black and white tonight for Case means Flora Stone Mather College, honoring the history and the tradition of Case Western Reserve University on Throwback Weekend. This is Hellman across the lane. Rattled the cage and dropped. Hillary Hellman with 11. She's got 8 in the second half, 8 in the third quarter.
Yeah, and just, for Hillary, just do whatever you have to do to get your shots to start dropping. I mean, the ball is going to be in your hands more often than not, so force a couple shots. It's okay.
Gonzalo puts up a 3. Missed it. Offensive rebound by Brandeis. Whistle on the baseline. Fouls on Shanoski.
Was a pretty good look at it right there, and important that it's, not McConaughey or Hellman or Ambergy that pick up most of these fouls for the rest of the game, because the Spartans do have significant troubles with foul trouble right now to some pretty big names in the rotation. And
Sarah Jeroman makes 1 of 2.
And I think, Ron, if you're a younger player and you know that some of your more experienced players have foul troubles, I think you might even be more likely to be willing to take a foul should the situation present it to itself.
Kane strong inside. The bench came off the bench, including all 3 coaches when Emma took this ball inside. This is against a pretty tall player in Amber Graves. Graves is at 6'1".
That's right. It's just so important for number 21, Emma Kane, to just keep doing what she's doing. I mean, not a lot of things went her way in the first half, but you still have plenty of basketball left to play here tonight. And, she's going to have time and the post-up opportunities to try to heat up on the block. So good to see that shot falling. And how about that free throw as well?
That's her first. She was 0 for 6 from the foul line in that first half, and Brandeis almost threw it away. Gonzalo came out of nowhere to get that ball. Tried to lob it inside. Judges will keep it. Spartans trying to pick up their defense. It's a 1-point Spartan lead inside 2 minutes in this third quarter. Case Western Reserve trying to win for the first time this season in University Athletic Association play. Boy, Casanueva just does it all for this basketball team. 5'4" freshman point guard grabs that rebound, a huge rebound on a miss, and gets the layup follow. Todd, open look at a 3, missed it right. Hellman tried to keep it alive, could not. Here comes Casanueva the other way. She'll drive right into the defense, and Kendall McConaughey takes the charge. Well, that was a train wreck that was unavoidable.
I mean, she leaves both feet right there, fully absorbs that blow right in her back. I mean, your heart kind of drops into your stomach, and you hope that she's okay. And she looks like basically like nothing happened right there. Like, let's go. Like she's ready to get down to the other end of the floor. But perfect timing for a charge from McConaughey drawn there.
McConaughey's going to shoot free throws. They'll say Catherine Puda was not in position.
I'd be a little uncomfortable if I was a player that was forced to guard McConaughey on an island. So, Sarah Jeroman, best of luck.
Kendall McConaughey, 1, 2, 3. That was her 9th free throw, Eddie. 7 of 9 from the foul line.
Eight attempts of which came in the first 2 quarters.
Gonzalo keeps it alive. Inside a minute left in the third quarter. Game's tied at 51. Brandeis fighting for those offensive rebounds. And the Spartans will get the basketball.
See, the thing is, Ron, I mean, you're going to give Brandeis the open shots because they haven't been falling. But if you're going to give them the shots, you have to get the rebounds. And, you have to take one away. You basically have to pick and choose which you're going to take away. You're going to take away the rebounding or the shooting. They've chose to take away the shooting. They're not getting the rebounds.
Todd rattled it around. Kane fought for it with Casanueva. The point guard won it. This is Gonzalo looking for a teammate. Finds Casanueva. She can shoot the 3, miss this one. Kane grabs the rebound. That's a rare miss on an open look.
That's right. And if you're Case Western Reserve, you have a chance to go into the fourth quarter with a lead, so you just want to draw up whatever comes to you to be able to get that shot.
McConaughey will take it, draw the defense. Hellman spots up. Good look. Ball's up. Won't come down in the basket. And we'll head to the fourth and final quarter, tied at 51. 51.
Have you heard the news? The Intercontinental Cleveland has earned its 10th consecutive 4 Diamond Award from AAA in recognition of its high-quality accommodations and exceptional service standards. Planning an important event like a corporate meeting, annual conference, fundraising gala, holiday party, or highly personalized wedding? Choose excellence in the Intercontinental Cleveland. Our planning professionals will take time to consider every detail and lead you through an experience which is proudly world-class. Call us today at 216-707-4100 for more details or to request a tour of our spectacular accommodations.
Heading to the fourth quarter in the Adelbert Gymnasium, and Ron, another tight one as we expected, a little bit of lower scoring, but a fun game nonetheless.
Absolutely a fun basketball game. You know, we thought going into this game, at least as you look at the statistics, the cumulative statistics of both teams after, well, both of them have played 17 games, that you thought you had the opportunity to have a close game, even though the Spartans of Case Western Reserve are winless in conference play. And that's exactly how it's played out. If you look at the personal fouls going into the fourth and final period, Petrie, who's a post player, has got 3 for Brandeis. Graves, post player, has got 3 for Brandeis. Then a whole bunch with 2. But on the Spartan side, you've got Rollins with 3. We haven't seen her in a while. Kane with 3. Hellman with 3. Ambergy with 3. And Hawk with 3. But with 10 minutes left, you've got 2 fouls to give. All of those players, you know, just going to play the game and see what happens. Good ball movement by Brandeis, looking for the open look. Gonzalo inside to, that was Nicholson who missed the shot. It went in, came back out. I think Hannah thought she had it. And then it popped back out. McConaughey with it for the Spartans. And they are going to say that Kendall traveled with the basketball. Coach Reimer looks at her and said, "Of course you did."
You know, I would say that's probably the one flaw in her offensive game, is that she just gets mentally a little bit too far ahead of the situation, you know, thinking what she's going to do before it actually happens. So, again, patience is a virtue, and she will learn that coming down the ladder of her career.
Hellman, strong to the basket. Hillary Hellman has 13.
And Hillary has proved at this point in her collegiate career she does not have to shoot threes in order to affect the game, in order to be a factor on the offensive end. I mean, she got the long arms and can score inside.
Nicholson. If the post players for Brandeis can get their hands on the basketball, on the pass inside,
yep,
they're going to score, just because they're 3 inches taller than most of these Case players. The good thing for the Spartans is defensively they've been denying that entry pass a lot, specifically in the second half.
Yeah, they've gotten really good defensive play from the guards, specifically McConaughey, who you see is working offensively there on Joel Mark Anthony, and goes to the stripe for looks 11 and 12. I thought the defensive performance from the guards from the Spartans today has been pretty superb on all levels, really, because, I mean, you have to stop the pass at the point of entry, because, like you mentioned, Ron, if it gets inside, it's over.
Inside again, Nicholson missed the shot. Eddie, we've got Rebecca Rowlands back in the game for the first time since, I believe, the first quarter.
I believe you're right. Yeah, it's been a while.
She was a starter tonight. Ambergy with it. Now this is Hellman. Emily Todd with a ball fake. 6 seconds to shoot. Ambergy will shoot the 3, missed it long. Rollins fights for it. Ball's loose. Nicholson comes up with it. And then Hellman's going to get her 4th foul in the backcourt. So that's 4 on Hillary Hellman.
Well, if that 4th foul was going to come, you definitely did not want it to happen in the open floor when 7 or 6 of the other players are already at the other end. So not the greatest way for Hellman to pick up that 4th foul. But she's going to stay in the game. You know, she's going to stay confident and keep shooting. But defensively, I think they'll give up a little with her 4th foul.
Spartans up 1. 7.5 minutes to go. McConico fights for it, kept it alive for Alexis Ambergy. Comes Ambergy. Hodges with defensive pressure. This is Hillary Hellman. Step back. They'll bring it back. All the way over to Emily Todd. Hellman sets the screen. Kane off that right block. Shot went in and popped out. Nicholson grabs the rebound. The bench was ready to jump off the bench again.
I think you were too. I think both of us were ready to go.
That's Hodges on the drive. Fouls on Ambergy.
And this is happening a little earlier than the Spartans ideally would have liked, because you know you have several players coming into this quarter who had 3, but you're just barely over 3 minutes in, and already you've got, I believe, 2 players now that have 4. So this was just a little too soon for the Spartans' liking.
Yep, that was Ambergy's 4th foul. You're exactly right, Eddie. She's got 4. Hellman's got 4.
And those are 2 critical juniors to this roster. I mean, you go any significant amount of minutes without them, you know, those young player mistakes are probably going to creep back into the game, and that is not what you want, especially in the 4th quarter.
Game's tied at 54. 8 seconds under 7 minutes left in this one. Emily Todd with the basketball for the Spartans. Kendall McConico has it. She has been a beast all night long. Foul's inside. Foul's going to go against Jillian Petrie. I think, Eddie, that's her 4th.
Yep. That's number 4 on her as well.
The difference, I think, at least, Brandeis has multiple post players that they can keep rotating.
They do.
With height.
They do have more depth. No question about it.
15 seconds to shoot. This is Hellman in the lane. Hillary with a little pullback. Shot goes. Carol Simon wanted to travel. Hillary gets the basket, drew the foul from Ava Hart.
There were a couple of steps before the shot on Hellman's part, but if the arms are going up with the ball, it's probably not a travel that they're going to call more often than not.
Work inside, position by Rollins, I believe. Rebecca Rollins with great position. Got the rebound and drew the foul. Fouls on Petrie, and I think that's 5 on Jillian. That is 5 on Jillian Petrie, so she is out. Petrie, a starter. 5'11" freshman. They will replace her with Hannah Nicholson, a 5'11" sophomore. So Petrie comes out, 4 points tonight. Nicholson is in for her. She has 6. Nicholson, this is Todd with the basketball. Spartans up 2, inside 6 minutes to play. This is Kane with position, and McCain puts it off the glass.
Great position, great position. Had to reach a little bit for the ball, but found an opening and weaved her way in for a big two-pointer.
Going to call a foul on Emma Kane as she fought for position. They say she pushed. That's her fourth. So her and Hellman are playing with 4. Jillian Petrie has fouled out already for Brandeis. And there are still 5.5 minutes left in this game. Gonzalo out top with Nicholson. Eddie, I have no idea how the heels on Carol Simon's boots have not broken. They are significant in height, the heels are, and she is slamming them.
Yeah.
Todd with the basketball. Hellman top of the key. That's Hart guarding her. 10 seconds to shoot. Hillary, step back, long three. Missed it right. Ball's loose on the baseline. We've got a whistle and a foul. That could be the 5th foul. Nope, foul's going to go against Rebecca Rowlands. If that was on Kane, that's 5. Fortunately for the Spartans, that's on Rebecca Rowlands. 4-point Spartan lead.
Although Rowlands does have 4 too.
Nobody wants to take control of this game.
Yeah.
Both teams have had opportunities. Spartans with a real good one right now. McConico has been consistent. Off the glass. Without any room to shoot. She was blocked out by the backboard.
She just continues to find a way to make it happen. Doesn't always look pretty, but it works.
Long rebound. Hellman chases it down. Hodges stole it back. Carol Simon wants a full timeout. We'll take one too. 60-54. Spartans up 6, just over 4 left.
Inova Living is a modern, amenity-rich residence.
Have you heard the news? That Intercontinental Cleveland has earned its 10th consecutive 4-Diamond Award from AAA in recognition of its high-quality accommodations and exceptional service standards. Planning an important event like a corporate meeting, annual conference, fundraising gala, holiday party, or highly personalized wedding? Choose excellence in the Intercontinental Cleveland. Our planning professionals will take time to consider every detail and lead you through an experience which is proudly world-class. Call us today at 216-707-4100 for more details or to request a tour of our spectacular accommodations.
Ron Jantz, Eddy Jansen along with you inside Adelbert Gymnasium on Throwback Weekend here at Case Western Reserve University. Good crowd on hand tonight. The Friday night throwback crowd is usually pretty good. It's an absolutely frigid night out tonight outside in northeastern Ohio. That Arctic air blast came through yesterday, and temperatures today are in the low teens, single digits normal temperature, and with that wind, it's approaching the minus. So it's a good place to be inside this gymnasium tonight, watching a very entertaining basketball game. Noelle Hodges will bring it in and hand it off to Gonzalo. They'll swing it out to Hart with McConico on her. Gonzalo shoots a 3, in and out. Ball's loose off of Brandeis. Judges couldn't quite grab it. Mark Anthony was in there with Noelle Hodges, and both had position, but neither could get the basketball.
Well, Ron, how crucial has it been, especially considering the Spartan struggles, that they have outshot Brandeis 43% to 35%. Can't really remember the last time that's happened. It's been a while, but the Spartans needed it.
Well, they are shooting, Eddie. And that's Kane inside off the glass. Eddy, on the season in conference play, the Spartans are only shooting 30% from the field. Tonight, they're at 53?
43.
43.
Still well above their season average, though. That's a very respectable number if you're going to win basketball games.
Rollins with a steal. Case Western Reserve with an 8-point lead. Looking for their first win in the University Athletic Association in this 2017-2018 basketball season. This is McConico. Todd off a high screen from Rollins. Emily Todd knocks it down. Emily Todd with her first basket of the night. It's a huge one.
That's right. I mean, their offense is so much better when she provides range and an outside shooting touch. I mean, she needs a lot of space because of her height, but if she gets them to go, and gets the long rebound too.
Hellman, she'll have an open 14-footer. It was too wide open. And Rebecca Rollins is going to foul out of the basketball game. That is her 5th. Rebecca Rollins fouls out, scoreless tonight, but she has been invaluable inside, trying to match up against all those bigs that Brandeis rolls out off their bench. Alexis Ambergy will come off the bench. She'll check in for Rollins. Camila Casanueva back in. Noelle Hodges will take a seat. Hodges is out with 8 points. Casanueva has been a very important player tonight for Brandeis. She's got 13 points, including 3 threes. This is Katie Gonzalo. Gonzalo, the 5'10 sophomore, one of the few judges tonight that has actually made free throws. She is 4-4 from the foul line.
That's right. Definitely do not want to send her back there, that's for sure.
Casanueva, immediate impact. Stole the ball from her freshman counterpart. And the 9-point lead could be 6 if Casanueva makes this free throw.
Yeah, she's had a very economical night. She's been an impact player on both ends of the floor, scoring and scoring from defense. She has really had a big-time impact for Brandeis.
So there's 2:13 left. Spartans are up 7. Casanueva makes the free throw. They're up 6 with the basketball. I think you get the ball to Kendall McConico and you see what happens. She's been their player all night long. She's strong with the basketball. She's playing with confidence. Let her finish this one off. Plus, she's smart enough, Eddy, basketball IQ-wise, to know if she's driving and people are collapsing on her, she'll find that open teammate.
Right. And I'll add one thing to that.
Free throw line?
Well, free throw line and milk the clock. At this point, the clock is your friend. You're coming up on 2 minutes. It's still a 2-possession game. So, I mean, you don't want to slow down the pace of your offense. You can turn it on whenever you want to, but that clock is working for you right now.
That trapping, jumping defense at half court really bothering the Spartans right now. They were lucky to make it to half court alive that time.
Yeah, I'm almost a little surprised that defensive move didn't come a little earlier for Brandeis, but it did give the Spartans trouble getting it over.
Ambergy clears it out. 4 seconds to shoot. McConico with it, laid it up, got it.
See, that's what you're talking about. McConico on the isolation against a bigger player who might not be as speedy or quick, and with a short shot clock. That way, you get the bucket and the time off the clock.
Casanueva follows her own miss. Off to Nicholson. Hannah threw up a wild shot, missed it, but stayed strong, and she'll look for the three-point play.
You don't quite know who it's going to be, but I think somebody's coming out of the game. I'm not sure if it's Hellman or it's Kane or Ambergy. Okay, it's Kane. So valiant effort on Kane's part. Definitely persevered on the offensive end, but that is her 5th.
So Kane's coming out. Megan Shanoski will take her place. Emma Kane tonight, 11 points. Shanoski's in the game. She has been fantastic. She's got 10. Carol Simon wants a quick timeout, a 30-second timeout. We'll take one, too. We'll be right back.
Inova Living is a modern, amenity-rich residential community located in Cleveland's Greater University Circle neighborhood, offering studio, 1- and 2-bedroom apartment homes. Enjoy all-inclusive living with convenient on-site shopping, 24-hour concierge services, a 24-hour fitness center, resident lounge, and more. All within close proximity to Case Western Reserve University. Inova Living online at inovaliving.com.
The judges will send Hannah Nicholson to the free throw line. Nicholson will look to complete the three-point play. If she makes it, it's a 6-point game, and we've got 83 seconds left. Nicholson on the night, just 1 attempt, 1 miss. On a night that's been very frustrating at the foul line for Brandeis.
It's a pretty significant free throw because that brings them to within 2 possessions now.
Foul in the backcourt. Foul will be called on Ava Hart. That will send Alexis Ambergy to the free throw line. There's Ambergy heading down the court.
And I think, Ron, that was probably to be expected at this point because really, like Brandeis, the Spartans have not had much luck from the stripe here today. And, you know, you can maybe say it's a little early with 80 seconds to go, but, you know, with the free throws being the way that they have been, it's not a bad philosophy, but Ambergy does make them pay by making the first.
Hart has 4 fouls. They'll take her out. Probably it's a defensive offense. It's probably a situation substitution now. Catherine Puda checks in. So those free throws by Ambergy make it a 7-point game.
Yeah, and now that you're up 7, you're up by 3 possessions. Those players with 4 fouls, they don't have to foul.
Puda missed, but Nicholson was all by her lonesome.
Yep. More offensive rebounds. That is at least 15 offensive rebounds on Brandeis' part.
Ambergy will inbound it. You've got Todd and McConico in the backcourt with Casanueva and Gonzalo guarding, playing that full court press. Mark Anthony jumping to trap, and Casanueva reaches in and fouls McConico, and Kendall, Eddy, has spent her night at the foul line.
That's right, and this was to be expected because they basically tipped their hand, Brandeis did, on the last possession. They fouled almost immediately, so you know that they're going to do that and be in that mode for the rest of the game in regulation, but they probably didn't want McConico at the line, but missed the first.
8 of 13 with that miss. 21 points for McConico. 9 of them from the foul line, now with 22. Inside a minute. We're at 54 seconds. Puda with a long 3, got it. Catherine Puda with her first basket.
My, oh my, oh my. That's a difference maker at this point.
Hellman got pushed by Puda on the inbounds. Hellman's going to shoot free throws, but for Brandeis, absolutely almost no time went off the clock there.
Yeah.
So even if Hellman makes both free throws, the judges are able to get the basketball back with less than a second that went off the clock.
Right. Yeah, I mean, they're gaining ground. I mean, moments ago, it was a 7-point spread. Now it's a 3-point spread. And will stay that way as Hellman misfires on the first. But, yeah, I mean, it's going to take some hard hats to finish this one out here at home. Brandeis isn't going anywhere.
Hellman's first make from the foul line tonight. She's got 16 points. Puda with a basketball. This has gone solo. Back to Puda. She just hit a three a second ago. This one's going to airball. Casanueva, though, that young lady is everywhere. Puda again. Missed it left. It went up over top the backboard. So there's a 4-second differential right now between shot clock and game clock. 34 seconds left in the game.
Yeah, now that they do not have a choice, they will have to foul because the Spartans are up by 2 possessions. So Spartans just have to get it to a high percentage shooter, maybe Hellman or Mechanico or even Todd.
The inbound goes to Mechanico, tied up in the corner. Whistle, I cannot see. The Brandeis bench is in front of me. We'll just look for body reaction, and it looks like the Spartans like the reaction. Carol Simon is all the way down on the far baseline talking to the official. She wanted the basketball back. They're going to reset the shot clock to 30 seconds. There still isn't someone walking over to take the inbounds. I'm not certain who has the ball. Brandeis has the basketball.
That's what I thought. You know, the first hand that I saw actually from the replay screen actually pointed in Brandeis' direction. So, wow. I mean, what a great job of hustle to force that turnover. Now you can come within a possession and still have more than 30 seconds left on the clock.
Carol Simon in her 31st year at Brandeis. Obviously the school's all-time winningest basketball coach. She's trying to pull one out from nowhere tonight. Her team was down 7. Well, they were down 11 actually. 65-54. Hodges will inbound it. She's gone solo. She'll go straight to the basket. Missed the layup. Boy, Case Western Reserve gift wrapped that layup to Gonzalo, and she missed it.
Yeah, they did. They certainly did, but boy, oh boy, oh boy, they escaped that.
Eddie, I have to wonder why they gift wrapped that. I mean, there was no defensive effort whatsoever.
I mean, the only thing that would come to my mind is just confidence in the foul game. I mean, if you are confident enough to make your free throws and give up the easy 2, maybe that would be a reason. But I mean, the Spartans have made some, but they've missed a significant amount of them too.
Mechanico's missed 3 of her last 4. This game is far from over. 71-67. Spartans up 4, 24 seconds left. A full timeout on the floor. We'll take one too.
Inova Living is a modern, amenity-rich residential community located in Cleveland's Greater University Circle neighborhood, offering studio, 1- and 2-bedroom apartment homes. Enjoy all-inclusive living with convenient on-site shopping, 24-hour concierge services, a 24-hour fitness center, resident lounge, and more. All within close proximity to Case Western Reserve University. Inova Living online at inovaliving.com.
So look at that Case Western Reserve University bench. The judges of Brandeis and their bench. They were down 11 just a couple of minutes ago. They'll have the basketball, down 4. Coach Reimer, she walks out of that huddle looking for her team's first win in University Athletic Association play. Puda off the inbound, turns and shoots and makes it.
Wow.
Nobody guarded her.
Yeah, that shot was given to her.
That shot was given to them. She literally, it happened right in front of us, Eddie. She just walked over,
well,
took the ball, turned around and shot it.
And the Spartans were in the 2-3 zone, but the 3-point shots for Brandeis have been falling from that left wing spot. And if you're running a 2-3 zone, you don't have a defender right on that spot. And a heck of a ton of credit go to the judges for recognizing that.
And this is Meconico, who after being steely strong at the foul line for most of this game had missed 4 of her last 5 before that make. That one is strong. It's a 2-point game. Puda, who has hit 2 threes, has the basketball. 2 threes in the last 3 possessions. Nicholson off the glass, wouldn't go. Casanueva fights for the loose ball. Coming up with it is Megan Shanoski.
Well, that was a really tough position for the Spartans to guard in. You're back on your heels, and you can't commit a foul, can't give up a 3 either. But they come up with a big miss and big free throws for Megan.
Shanoski on the season, just a 57% free throw shooter. But before that miss, Eddie, she was a perfect 4-4 tonight. Full timeout on the floor. Let's keep it here for this one. So Megan will come out. She'll have 1 free throw. She makes it. It's a 3-point game. Coach Reimer talked to her defense as Shanoski lined up her first free throw, had all of the girls back, and said match up. When they come out of that huddle, it'll be interesting to see if she has everybody back, and it looks like she is. She's going to have everybody back. So they're going to defend regardless of whether Shanoski makes or misses the free throw. So they're giving up an opportunity at an offensive rebound on a Shanoski miss, counting on a Shanoski make.
Right. Well, and the offensive rebounding hasn't worked in their favor anyway, so I think that's the smart call on Coach Reimer's part to drop everybody back. I mean, with 4.6 seconds, you'll get maybe a half a second to come off on the rebound. But, I mean, it's going to take a while for them to get it up the floor, so it's smart to get in your defensive set for a critical possession.
Shanoski makes it. Hart will inbound it to Casanueva. Camila Casanueva to Puda. Puda's going to launch a 3 at the buzzer. No whistle, no foul, ball game's over. Kendall Meconico and her Spartan teammates are fired up, excited, and they have won their first University Athletic Association basketball game of the season.